Originally founded in 1880, the Tacoma Fire Department actually predates the incorporation of the city by 4 years, and it has a proud, long-serving legacy of helping this city through one crisis after another. The Tacoma Fire Department continues to be one of the most crucial and excellent departments in the city today. When the Tacoma Fire Department began here in the area, it was, like most fire departments at the time, an entirely volunteer-run organization. That quickly changed, however, when the Great Seattle Fire of 1889 rocked our neighbor to the north. Tacoma moved quickly. Within 2 weeks, the Tacoma City Council voted to put its volunteer department on salary, effectively making it the first city in the state of Washington to establish a paid fire department. And in the city of Tacoma, we are incredibly lucky because you can see that legacy today in our fire stations. Fire Station number 2 has the distinguished honor of being the oldest serving fire station in the city of Tacoma. It was built in 1907 but underwent some renovations after an earthquake and reopened in 1935 with its current Art Deco form. The Tacoma Fire Department has always strived to be on the forefront of firefighting technology, including in 1947 when they acquired this 1,000-gallon per minute Mack pumper truck. Fire Station number 2 remains an active firehouse here in Tacoma, but not every historic firehouse here in the city maintains its original purpose. Also built in 1907, like Fire Station number 2, Engine House 9 was a little slower to embrace change. It was the last fire station in the city of Tacoma to use a horse-drawn water pump. They finally retired the fire horses Nip, Dick, and Joe in 1919. Engine House 9 itself retired as a fire station in 1965, but then reopened shortly after as Tacoma's first craft brewery. Legend has it that Nip, Dick, and Joe are still buried in the back of Engine House 9. Unusual transitions became the fate of a few of our engine houses, including Engine House number 3. Also built in 1907, it retired from active service in 1968 and became a senior living facility until at last taking on its current form of condos in the North End. One way or another, though, these historic structures remain, and that is due to the tireless efforts of the City of Tacoma's Historic Preservation Office. In 1986, a survey was completed of historic fire stations in the city of Tacoma, and they determined that over 13 of these structures could be added to the National Register of Historic Places. Now, not only can you explore and engage with these historic buildings on the interactive website with the city of Tacoma, but you can actually go out and see several of them. Some are even still active fire stations. Engine House 13 here is one of the best examples of a beloved and historic engine house that continues to operate in the city today. Dedicated in 1911, it is every bit still the important historic structure and functioning engine house that it once was. The same can be said for Engine House 11, dedicated in 1909 over in the McKinley district. This is another important historic structure that continues to operate as a functional engine house, complete with original brass pole. This engine house, like so many buildings, has had its ups and downs. While it was a predominantly active engine house in the early days, it went through some moments of inactivity, but it still has the original steeple and weather vane. Right in downtown Tacoma on Fawcett Street with a commanding view of Mount Rainier sits Fire Station number 1. Built in 1967 out of precast concrete, this beauty becomes the new fire headquarters for the city of Tacoma. It stands now as a testament to the illustrious legacy of the fire department here in the city of Tacoma. The incredible cornucopia of historic fire stations in Tacoma runs on an entire spectrum, from original buildings that are continuing to serve as fire stations, to those like Fire Station number 8 that have been converted into private residences, to even those like Fire Station 5, which currently lays abandoned and its future is uncertain. One thing we do know confidently: the fire department here in Tacoma has played an invaluable part to the history of this city, and will continue to do so for generations to come. We're all very lucky that we have these buildings to act as a time capsule in telling that story to us every day. Be sure to check out the City of Tacoma's Historic Preservation website and join in on the opportunities that they present to help preserve the historic treasures throughout the City of Tacoma. Special thanks to the Tacoma Public Library for the images, to the City of Tacoma's Fire Department for taking the time to chat, and to Pretty Gritty Tours for producing this video.